Alright, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. This is my Cummins 6BT that I kind of screwed up if you saw the last video. I dropped one of the widgets into the pump when I was doing the governor spring. So now there's a widget in there and a magnet in there that I have to get out. It's a little top hat that goes on that dude right there. So in order to, I got to take the pump off and tip it upside down, which means I got to take the lines off. Cascade effect. I need to turn the engine over, but I don't have a starter or a flywheel. Even if I did, I don't think the barring tool would work. Like, I think it's designed around, I don't know. I might be wrong. It might work fine, but I don't have one anyway. So I made this little widget here out of a 15/16 socket, and I plasma cut that center circle to match the balancer there. And now I can crank it over to top dead center so that I can get the pump back on the right way so that I can hopefully recover from this mistake. So I'll bring you guys back. So I'm getting ready to pull this pump gear off, and I wanted to show real quick. See the dot there? That is top dead center, and I know that because I'm right between my two marks there for 0. So see the stamp above the valley C, E. That 0 should be, if this was stock, over E. And if you wanted to get spicy, it would be over C, and we're beyond that. And I don't think that the reason that is because somebody was hot rodding this or anything. I think they just fucked it up. So I guess in this instance, it's a good thing that I had to open it up. I wouldn't have, and I would have had like 30 degrees of timing at all times when I'm supposed to have 18. Also, if you give a shit, because there's always a million comments, there's the killer dowel pin. It's right in there. Firmly in place, right where it should be. I know that if you walk past a Cummins, you have to take that out. You have to tear it apart to fix that, but looks like mine's okay. Go figure. I wasn't going to mess with it. I'm still not going to mess with it. We'll get this pump up here on the table, though, and get it fixed and get the crap out of it. There they are, little widgets. Thank you. Thank you. I dropped this thing. I dropped this magnet trying to get it out. And then it went all the way to the bottom of the pump. And now we have all of this to unfucker. No big deal. But I have the factory service manual and stuff, so it should just be a matter of sticking it up in the vise and putting the stuff back where it came from. So I want to briefly, I don't want to do a how-to because I don't know how to. But I do want to cover like some of the stuff and how it goes since I have it out. These two springs sitting here, it all fell apart on me. These two springs right on here, but they actually also sit down on this, which sits over the rotor like so. You have to line some of this stuff up, which I'll go back and show you. These washers that fell out are from these rollers. Shit. Never like to hear that. There was a spacer on there, and now it's gone. It's not this. This is the magnet that caused me some of my trouble. Anyway, you want to inspect this for rust, wear, whatever. Mine looks really good. It's going to go right back in. One of the other things that fell off was these little washers, and they go on these rollers down here. So I left that off. Right now, I need to freak out about where my little spacer went, and I will find that and bring you guys back. My point is also, though, that I'm going to change this O-ring here and this O-ring here. They're literally like $3. So I'm not going to finish this today. I'm on the fence about how I want to deal with my fuel shutoff. I think I might like to gut it and make it a mechanical shutoff, but we'll see. I am going to get this all set back together. Oh, and this pin on this will have to line up with the keyway on, see that keyway right there that's facing us? That pin has to line up with that keyway. So you can put it in like this, or you can put it in like 180 out, and that will change your timing. We don't want to do that. So I'll bring you guys back when I have this loosely reassembled and setting kind of together. So those are back in the correct way down there. Now it's time to put this in. And again, that's going to go facing the direction of the keyway, which will mean that I'm timed. The only thing you can do here is time this or time it 180 out. The rest of the is all or nothing. The rest of it takes place on the gear. So I like to put a little bit of Vaseline. Cocoa butter is good, you know, to maintain your hood pass. And that way stuff's a little bit coated with some kind of protectant, because this might sit for another year. I don't know. So I'll throw that back in there. So this kind of gives me the opportunity to show you how a rotary type diesel pump works. I'm turning the keyway down here as if the engine is turning it, and I don't think you can see, but that is rising up and down on its plate, which would be firing the injectors as it goes around. There it goes up. Sorry. And back down. So it's getting kind of stuck. I know this is shaky, but yeah. Oh, there we go. It wants to go this way. So there it goes. Whoop. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm going to assemble it. I'm going to put it down and get the rotor and everything else back in there now. So once our new O-rings, all two of them, come in, we can put this together for the final time. This spacer indexes to this nub. You have to pull it up and index it in, and then all your springs drop down. That's pretty much that. I have to replace the O-ring here. Oops, here. Come on now. That O-ring there. And this one here. And then the pump will be ready to go back on. And we'll get it timed correctly, which may be a tooth advanced. I haven't really decided yet. I did some powder coating while I didn't really want to go home at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't have anything else to do. So I went ahead and I chromed that intake horn. It turned out terrible. I guess it looks kind of sparkly, but I should have polished it. Probably let it cook and outgas a little bit. But we're moving right along here. I'm going to have to decide which accessory bracket I want to use. I guess I don't really need to do that right now though, or before the engine goes in. All I need to do before the engine goes in now is, I don't need to do that actually. I need to find a plug or buy a plug for this, assuming I don't need it. Reassemble this vacuum pump deal. I think there's like gaskets that go in there, so I have to clean that up, put new gaskets, and then put it on. So the reason that I want to do that is because oil is fed out of here right there. So have to chase these thread holes on the block that I got painted, and then it'll be ready to stick in the truck once I do the clutch and stuff. But it's gonna be a few weeks or a while. It might be a few months. I don't know. Haven't decided. I'm thinking of going to Florida the last week of March, so time to start saving up money for that. And also, my hand's still effed up, so I'm kind of at the end of like light duty stuff that I can do for the moment. But yeah, that's it for this week. I will see you guys next week on the Driveway Engineer or on a Facebook group if I haven't arbitrarily kicked you out, because I'm trying to keep the membership down to people who actually give a shit versus people who want to join every group that's remotely related to the thing they like. Yeah, Cummins stuff. It's fun. Oh, I guess that's not true. There's one thing that I can definitely do, which will be mod this turbo. I spoke with a couple guys who said I can definitely, if I open up the exhaust on the HE341, I can use it here. Also, somebody on the Facebook group showed me how, I guess on Subarus, they have the same kind of housing on like a WRX, and they'll open this up and they'll put a little pipe right here so that the exhaust can get out. I can do that with the housing I have, which would be kind of fun. So I haven't really, it sounds fun, but I don't have to do it. So I haven't really decided yet, but we'll see. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys had a good weekend, enjoyed your sports ball, and we'll see you next time on the Driveway Engineer. See ya.